does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Hello.
Hello.
Peace to the people on this fine Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, peace, everybody. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Before we get started, I wanted to share something with you that I thought was funny.
Oh, sure.
I was looking at one of the comments on my video, and somebody said, I know this isn't a popular opinion, but we can all do what we want to do.
Okay.
And I replied, apparently somebody never heard any of my intros to my videos from Amos Wilson.
No, they couldn't have had.
I'm
Why would
like,
you even say that?
exactly. I'm like, maybe somebody needs to listen to my intros on my videos. But that's what Amos Wilson has said over and over again. Every time you listen to a video, you hear that. But anyway, happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month, fam.
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive on Black History Month. We're talking about Black Wealth Matters. And why aren't we investing in black banks? I know we're beating this shit like it's a dead horse, but apparently we need to wake that motherfucker up.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for my brother, Emoja.
He'll be in shortly.
This was a topic that he wanted to explore.
Yeah, he'll be along shortly.
Yeah. But in the meantime, what are your thoughts on Black History Month, and what are your thoughts on us not supporting black banks during Black History Month?
Exactly. I was just about to get into that. So, Black History Month is supposed to be a time where we celebrate the history of our people from I would say, even the history that we had that predates the slave trade and even afterwards. And I think I'm trying to say this the right way without offending too many people, but I think we're supposed to not just be using it to celebrate our history, but supposed to be to about advancing us forward. Like how we're talking about investing in black banks. It's supposed to be us going forward and acknowledging the past and acknowledging that we didn't start out as slaves, but slavery interrupted our history. And I think we're supposed to be channeling that to basically excel and push ourselves forward. But we're not doing that. We're not investing in our own banks. We're not building our own manufacturing industries. We're not owning our own dirt roads. We're not owning our own, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. So, at this point, Black History Month to me, it's like this vague thing where we're just celebrating just us existing at this.
Wow, you mean, because I thought it was about us celebrating like Crispus Attucks, the first black man to get his wig peeled back in a white on white confrontation.
Good God. Oh, God.
You know? I thought we were celebrating stuff like that.
Oh, no. No.
First black man to get a foot up his ass in America.
Oh, God.
First black man to yell Toby. Those inspiring events like that. What's up, Yamoja? All black, all the time.
You know what up, dope?
Yes.
What's up? So what do you think about this topic? Oh, did we lose him already?
Um, he's coming back.
Oh, he might
He's
be
on
busy.
mute. Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking up some stuff just out of curiosity. I see that they have LaGuardia Airport in New York was renovated within the past few years. Before
Mm.
it used to be the worst airport. Everybody hated LaGuardia.
Mm.
Now it's one of the best airports. And it
Mm.
costs about $4 billion.
Mm.
And I was looking at if we were to really just put, let's say, $1 a day, so approximately $30 a month times 50 million black people,
Right.
we have like we can basically, let's say we want to build our own airport or renovate an airport, we can do that easily.
Yeah.
It's not even
It's not rocket science, bro.
it's not
This
even
shit
with the
is
direct savings. It's like we wouldn't even have to go into the savings. We could just do it based on investments.
right.
I think the reason why, like when you think about it, the reason why we don't do these things is because we don't have people who are um skilled in these things on the microphone.
Right. And it's also a lack of confidence too.
Yeah. Like we got a
So a
lot
lot
of
of
we
black
got a
people
lot of
that think that the white man's grass is still greener. They still want to be taken care of. They don't think they we still have a large portion of black folk that think that white people can solve all their problems for them.
I think black folks need to ask themselves, how are they Jamarin?
Oh, yeah.
You know? I think it's the Jamarin that's setting us back. It's the Dunning Kruger effect that's setting us back. It's the people who don't know nothing who are presenting themselves as experts. I get so many DMs from people sending me stuff talking about, ooh, this is deep. And it's somebody going into some Illuminati, skull and bones, Mason, all this other dumb shit. And for some reason, our
Yeah.
people are fascinated by that.
Yeah, it's weird. And they think that I think it's a contest of who can be the deepest, who's the blackest, and who has all this knowledge. Just like, nigga, I don't care.
Mm.
You mofos out here are not building shit. Y'all don't own shit. You don't want to. You don't want any power. You don't want a government. You don't want to control your own military. You don't want to control your own economics. You don't want to control your own airport. You don't want to control your own trains. You don't want to control your own plane, your own planes. So what point is it all this knowledge if you're not trying to do something useful with it?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's like if you learn a book about boxing and you've read a whole damn library about boxing, but you never got into a ring and actually put together the knowledge. What are you attaining all that boxing knowledge for if you're not going to actually box?
Yeah,
At some point, you got to get in there and use what you know.
yeah. And yeah, it's like, are you just hoarding the information for yourself just so you can try to impress people?
Yes.
Like, oh man, this nigga just using all these big words,
Yes.
man. He real smart. It's like,
You
so you
got
just
it.
getting off on, yeah. So it's like you just getting off on you just being able to articulate yourself to that level. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, nobody cares about a fucking talking monkey.
You got it, bro. You figured it out. Yo, Chima, I put the link in the chat. If you want to come in and talk about that Al Sharpton situation, you can do it because I don't know anything about it.
Oh shit, what he do now?
He said, did y'all catch Al Sharpton's march into the Costco? Like, oh my God.
No.
So hopefully he'll come on and explain what happened because I'm in the dark with a lot of the current events of
Yeah, I don't
black
follow none of these
activism.
people.
Black activism. It's kind of whack to me. Here he is. Peace, Chima. Chima.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, I hear you
Yeah.
now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically, you know how Trump is trying to get rid of all these like DEI programs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when news got out that Target was removing all of their DEI programs, Al Sharpton got this idea of gathering all these professional managerial class black folks, marching them into Costco just so they can spend their money in Costco.
What?
Wait, what? Can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry. I kind of dipped
Yeah.
out like a
Well,
second. What
Costco.
can you?
Go ahead and finish it, Chima. You were already explaining it.
Yeah,
Finish
so
your
it's like
explanation.
so the question about that is like if you, if you're going to have people boycott, why not have them march into like a black business or something?
No, can you repeat what you said from the beginning? It went out. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, is anyone there?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, just start
Yeah.
from the beginning, Chima. Start from the beginning.
Give me 1 second.
So for context though, y'all, I don't know if y'all heard that Costco, they like put in some stuff at the top to they gonna like increase their employees minimum wage to something like in certain states like $30 an hour. You know,
Good for them.
I know here where I'm at, Costco been like that though. They like employee owned by and large, and they
Mhm.
always have been paying their players like excuse me, paying their employees top dollar, like in terms of minimum wage for like the grocery stores, and they always been like that. But
Yeah.
what Achima said about like Al Sharpton saying, "Look, they're doing the right thing. They're a good company, so let's go and support them." I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But what Chima is saying obviously should be the way to go. So go ahead, Chima. I see you came back. Go ahead. It sound like he having mic problems. I also until his mic get on, I will say that I think that it's the people like that that absolutely should be saying the messages that we say. They should be the people saying, why aren't we just supporting black businesses? They should be the people saying, why don't we put our money into a black bank and see what we can do together? But they always push, no, let's just get closer to what the Democratic American population is doing. That's what they encourage us to do. They don't encourage us to do anything for black folks. Not no, they don't, and that's a problem.
Emoji,
Yes, sir.
did you know about the Al
Like
Sharpton march?
all right, so it's like it's like why not take that energy to like a large enough black business?
So the march was to march to Costco to give them business. That's what it was.
Yes,
Okay.
That makes no sense.
I'm getting an aneurysm.
Man, that makes no sense. I'm pretty sure that he was supposed to show them that they were going to boycott their business. If you boycott them, means you don't want to give them your support, which means don't buy anything from them. So why would you go to them and spend money?
Well, I wouldn't boycott Costco because they actually do the right thing when it comes to their employees. But my thing is, like what Chima is saying, why?
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I'm
my
saying. Like
God. Oh my God, man. I'm getting an aneurysm as we speak. This whole DEI thing, the thing that's offensive about it is that the presupposition is white people are just automatically competent. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that drives me
yeah.
crazy. It's like, so when a white person gets a job, oh, it's just because they know how to do the job. A black person gets a job is because, well, you know, you got it because you black. No, well,
Oh, no.
maybe they got it because they're better than you.
You can't
See,
have
the
that, bro.
default is always white. That's why these guys get crazy and incensed when they see a black character in a movie or something because, oh, that's just diversity and equity and blah 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 blah. No, maybe because that actor is just better. But because they're black, it's like it's DEI. But if it's all white, the movie's all white, then it's okay. It's not woke if it's all white. It's only woke if there's black people or anybody else, people of color in the movie.
And imagine what kind of psychotic fucking mind frame you have to think like that.
But remember, I think about this. This is the craziest thing. Bruce Lee, probably one of the most dynamic human beings on the planet. They didn't want him to have his own show playing a Chinese man because he was Chinese. So what do? They get a white man and make him Asian. That's the type of sick, twisted mentality that we dealing with. If black people make a movie and we want a white person for the role as a character in the movie, guess what we do? We get a white person to play it with no problem. We don't get a black person and paint their face white. What kind of sick? And nobody ever talks about that, like how sick and twisted that is. Because it offends you to see you can't get a Native American to play a Native American, so you get a white man to play a Native American. You can't get a Chinese person to play a Chinese person, so you get a white person to play a Chinese. That is sick and twisted.
Big brother, it is not. No. No. I don't disagree with my big brother very often. This one, I disagree hugely, and I'm gonna tell you why. Yes, they're sick and twisted. I'm not saying you're wrong at all.
Oh, okay.
They're not
I
sick
thought
and
we was
twisted.
going to disagree on that.
No, we're not. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You're 100% right about the sick and twisted part. However, it is extremely intentional because what they do know more than any race, they understand psychological warfare, man. They understand that we can't give these motherfuckers nothing. They understand that every time we give them something, they're going to be so happy because of the abuse that they've taken from them that we can give them a crumb and they will think it's a meal. They will, because we've beaten them down so bad. This is what we miss. What you pointed out is a brilliant part, because that's another part that we never talk about them and the wickedness that they are. We never identify their idiosyncrasies, like how they're the rapists, how they're the murderers, how they're the human traffickers. We never point that out as them, as white people stuff. We never do that and like make that like a main point, right? But what they do know is that they have us psychologically fucked to the point where anytime they say, look, y'all had a president, look, y'all got another lawyer, look, y'all got a sheriff over here in this county, and there's never been a sheriff in this county in Florida for 50 years. Look, y'all should be happy. And guess what we do? We be fucking happy because we know that they're so wicked that, hey, they're letting us live. They're letting us breathe. We should be happy. Look, y'all, we don't just breathe now. We can have badges. Wait a minute. We don't just breathe and have badges. We can be lawyers now. We should be happy. And guess what? 97% of black people in America absolutely are happy as long as we can do those things. It's okay that we still can be killed at any given time. It's okay that justice does not know us in America. That's okay. As long as we can make some money and have sex and get drunk and high, we might be okay. And that's the unfortunate part. That's the unfortunate part. We are content. Like we was talking about last week, we are content with living with injustice being woven into our realities. That's the problem with black people. That's why I go to the we soft, we cowards, we pussy, because we keep accepting this treatment, man, and we don't have to. We don't have to. But as long as we just individuals and we non-monolithic, we will, because we just easily picked off. I don't care how strong you are, how many guns you got. If it's just you and your little clique of 3, you're done. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
They know what they doing. It's not an accident. They don't do oppressive and repressive things on accident. They do not. They just don't. They know damn well that they cannot let another race have. And the reason why they're going against the Mexicans so much is why? Because they're growing so much. They looked up and said, wait a minute, Mexicans like are outgrowing black people now. They done figured out the black problem. They got black people to the point where we stay around 12 to 13% population and it's on automatic. They kill enough of us and we kill ourselves at a rate that keeps us in the same population. We didn't stop having sex, y'all. They can't give us no enough birth control. They can't sterilize us enough. We have babies. Why have we been around 12% forever? It's designed, y'all. And then they look up and say, wait a minute, we've been so worried about keeping black folks down and keeping black folks in the headlock. Look at these Mexicans. They've been coming over here, and not only is they 16, 19% of the population, now they have money. Now they're owning construction companies. Now they're in our businesses. Now they're in our politics. Man, we can't get rid of these people. So now we must deport. That's what's going on, y'all. It's nothing but power. That's all that it is. It has nothing to do about America and none of that. It's all about white people being in power, and they seeing that it's slowly going away in terms of population numbers. So now we got to control the population now. It's not about the money and the power. They still have the money and the power, but the population, they don't like that. Nah, they don't like those numbers. We got to figure that out. We don't have to worry about the black people because black people don't want power. They don't want to organize. So we don't have to worry about black people. They're on automatic. Now we got to get rid of the Mexicans. I hope y'all heard that because that's what's going on now. So we should have a problem with them saying, we should have a big problem with them saying, we don't got to worry about black people. We have them. Because that's what they say, y'all. We ain't got to worry about black people. Whenever they talk about organizing, one of our own black person are going to say, no, we don't need to. Whenever they talk about getting away from us, we don't have to worry about it. One of their own is going to come and say, no, we need them. We are on automatic oppression status, y'all. We should all feel very upset and uncomfortable about that.
You are more correct than you even know. And I want to unpack what you just said a little bit more. There's a book that I gave out on my I think it was my 3,000 subscriber. It was called The Art of Systems Thinking. Has anybody
I remember
read
that.
that?
I remember you doing it. I still haven't read it.
Oh,
I think I need to.
if you
I still
read
haven't
that
read that.
book, everything that you just said, it unpacks. Because, see, the only thing that I would push back a little bit on is that it's not white brilliance. There's a reason why they're in the position they're in. The reason why they're in the position they're in is because they developed their own system. And the way that a system works is a system is self-perpetuating. And the system is only concerned about preserving itself. So the only way to fight a system is not inside of it. You got to create a better system. It's sort of similar to what DeepSeek did with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, everybody was going crazy over ChatGPT, and they were charging people for access and all this other stuff, and they was living high on the hog. And then DeepSeek comes along. Not only does it better, but it's cheaper, and now it's open source.
Yep.
I heard Nvidia lost about 500 million or some crazy amount of money in their stock price
Yeah, and now they're talking about trying to ban DC.
because DeepSeek developed a better system. So everything that Yamo just said about how their system reacts to us is true. It's protecting itself. It's preserving itself. It doesn't give a shit about us. It's preserving itself for them.
Right.
So me and my naivete, I say, well, why don't we develop our own system?
Right.
Because that's
And
the only
people,
way they combat it. It's like sitting here,
the
like
only thing that can defeat a system is another system. Right?
I've seen so many situations here that black folks now are crying about DEI in America. Really? So your complaint, your main complaint is that white people are gonna not give you access to their systems?
It's been like that since we got in this country.
Yeah,
What else is new?
that's your complaint. And nobody, none of these geniuses have come up with the idea that maybe we should develop our own system. Maybe we should have our own government. Maybe we should start building things. Maybe we should start creating jobs for our own people instead of trying to get other people to provide employment for us. There's a radical thought. Maybe we should start supporting our own banking institutions. If we were to support our own banking institutions, we would have about $1.5 billion every month. And that's just savings. That's just accounts and savings. That's not even talking about investments. And using those numbers for loans. We can do anything we want to do. The problem is we can't have a common denominator that allows us to do it, because just me saying black banks, they're like, oh, but brother, we ain't black, we copper. It's this. Well,
It's
I
like,
don't know what
okay,
the term. I don't know what the term is. I used to know what the term is, but it's when you make shit more complicated than it actually is.
yeah, I know what you're thinking of. I can't think of the word either. But it's like, okay, let's hang that up there. Even if we are copper colored, okay, so what about a bank for fucking copper colored people? Can we get that?
No, because the black people can't be a part of the copper colored bank. I wonder if white people can be a part of the copper colored bank. Somehow I think they'll be able to open up an account for them though.
Yeah, I bet.
And our thing is, we're not discriminating. Just because it's a
No.
black bank, it doesn't mean that it's just going to be only black dollars. Anybody that wants to open up an account in a black bank is more than welcome to do it. You think Chase gives a fuck about if you black?
No. Well,
None of these other banks care. All they want you to do is give them your money. Now, they may care when it comes to giving you a loan.
yeah.
And we can do the same thing. You can have a white person giving loans, giving money to the black bank. And when it comes time for you to get a loan, Mr. White Man, guess what? We're going to redline you like you do us.
But we need people in position in them places who have that kind of energy though. That's what needs to happen. We need people with that know it's just us energy, not the people who's gonna say, yes, we're creating this for black and brown. The minute I hear that, I want to punch people. Fuck brown. Straight up. Fuck brown. When we doing some black and brown stuff, let's do some black and brown stuff. But it ain't gonna be no, this is for black people and brown. Nah, because I never see nothing that say this is for brown people and black. I don't see that. I don't see that on they side. I just don't. But we always black and brown and purple and pink. Shut the fuck up. Black, 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 black.
How
about that?
It's gonna be black owned and controlled. But I guarantee you, every time you do stuff with black folks, white people want to be involved in it. But guess what?
Yeah.
I have no problem with you being involved with it, with starting an account. But you won't be involved in it in terms of ownership. Because I'm pretty sure Banco de Popular, they got all Spanish, Latina ownership. I guarantee you. That Chinese bank, what is it, First Bank or something?
Yeah.
All Chinese ownership. Other people can open up accounts in them, but they ain't got no control over that bank. See, black folks, I've often said this, black folks need to learn we know the concept, we just don't apply it to them. How come we understand hit it and quit it when it comes to our women, but we don't understand it when it comes to white people? Hit it and quit it. Don't fall in love. Ever heard that before?
Yeah.
Do to them with the same shit that they do to us. White people do not reject black dollars.
I think we just really need to start doing the things that we say we do. Like we come up with catchphrases like "I'm not my ancestors, I throw hands." We come up with phrases like
Oh
we
boy.
come up with phrases like "Black excellence." We come up with these things like "Buy black." We come up with these sayings and phrases and these feel good quips. But in action, in real life, when it comes to real life stuff, like why is it so hard for us to be like, it's Black History Month, I think I'm gonna open up a black bank account? Dude, put $20 a month in it. Y'all don't understand. You don't have, no one is saying like I gotta change my whole life, my direct deposits. No. Open up an account. It helps them. Similar to how like likes and views and shares help your algorithm, it will help them as an institution if they have more members. Something else, buying black businesses, supporting black businesses. Like, why are we not trying to do this? Why are we not trying to build our own enterprises up? We sit up there and watch make everything go. We make YouTube go, we make Facebook go, we make everything go. But then when somebody black come, it's like, no, if this shit don't look like the Disney Channel day one, I don't want it. Oh, it ain't got this, it ain't doing this, it's slow, it's this. Dumbass, we have to build it. We'll sit up there and build everybody else's stuff and take time and be very, very what's the word, patient. We'll be very patient with everything else. We'll complain, but we'll be patient and keep on coming back. Black folks, you got one shot. You got one shot to do us wrong. These are all things that we have to reverse. We can't just identify the reasons why these are happening and then don't work on reversing. Because we just stop and say, well, we've been in slavery. That's why we don't like each other. And then continue to not like each other. Well, we was in slavery. That's why we don't know how to support each other. We don't know how to build business. And we don't know how to build systems because we was in slavery 400 years ago. How long we going to keep saying that instead of saying, this is where we lack. This is what we're going to do to improve. Like, that's what intelligent people do. We just can't keep on having these conversations and not making the effort to do it. And it can't be no effort by 3 people. Y'all, seriously, y'all can't be sitting up there so comfortable and just looking around and being like, yeah, I know we need this, but not me. Motherfucker, win. If it's not us, then who? If it's not now, then when? Seriously, though. Because nothing is going to get better. It's not going to be like, oh, America's going to recover from everything they go. Because what they're doing right now is planning how are we going to keep this money and keep everybody here in America happy and blind and mind clouded. That's their goal at all times. Our goal needs to be, how are we going to be safe here? How are we going to dominate ourselves here? How are we going to get this money here and build here and abroad? That's it. Not, well, I'm just here every day and I'm going to tell my kid to go to college and get a job. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously, this is it's not living. It's not living. I had a brother. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna stop y'all because it pissed me off so bad. I had a brother who I know. I know he not know like black power, you know what I'm saying, nationalist thinking, bro. But the brother said something online to the tone of, man, we just need to, we've been surviving this long. We survived the last 4 years. We just need to put our heads down and just be happy. We got one life to live and we just need to be happy. Shut the fuck up, man. Listen, y'all, black men out here, if your goal in life as a black man and you over 40, especially if you're 40 and up and you still walking around talking about we just need to be happy, we just need to live. Men, you have to have some kind of fire to build a future, man, outside of just yourself. Seriously, especially if you have kids, if you have nieces, nephews, if you have young black people under you and you just saying, just keep your head down and try to do the best you can. I think something is really wrong with you. Seriously, I think you've been beaten to submission mentally. And I know you don't want to hear that, but I really do think you need to like evaluate your strength as a man. Seriously. I'm
And you
definitely
know what?
calling out your manhood for real. That's
And you know
weird.
what? You know what's crazy? It ain't like we requiring blood and urine samples and you to make the ultimate sacrifice, like you that dude driving the spaceship into the alien mothership to blow it up. We're not requiring you to do that. You it's as easy as $1 a day. Open up a black bank account, put $30 in a month. That's the most revolutionary thing that you can do. That's the most activist thing that you can do. And you mean to tell me that rather than doing that, something that trivial, your response to the depression and the bullshit we going through is, well, don't worry, be happy, like that song.
Yeah, that pisses me off. That's like the equivalent of that march, vote, pray shit. And it just
Nigga,
it
what
just
can
bothers
you
me.
do? If you can't do that, what the fuck can you do? Here I add this. Here's some more stuff that is worse than going to a gym, I guess. How about clicking the like button on a video? How about sharing a video? How about putting a comment in a video? Do those 3 things and put your money in a black bank. That's the most revolutionary thing you can do here in America. Is that too much? Is that too much? Where is this sense of hopelessness coming from when we just giving you simple things to do? Why do you still feel hopeless? Why do you feel like, oh God, it's nothing we can do? We're just under the foot of white. We've gave you 3 things to do and added on another one. So 4 things. Support a black bank, put $30 a month in a black bank, like a video, share a video, and comment on a video. And when I say a video, I'm talking about the content talking about nationhood, land, infrastructure, nationhood content. That's all you got to do.
They can like and see what they share, what they want on Facebook and Twitter and this and that, but they can't give nobody. They can't do nothing about nation.
You got niggas saying that they can't put $30 a month into a black bank. Them same niggas got Netflix accounts, Peacock accounts,
all the new
Disney Plus accounts that they don't even fucking watch. But when it comes time to putting $30 in the black bank, oh, I can't do that. And we can't even do it on Black History Month. Come on, man. You know what? I think I was talking to Deontay. I think. It might have been Yamoja, but I think it was Deontay. And I said, let's say you trying to ask the girl out.
It was me.
Yeah. And you've been asking this girl to take, to come with you and go out with you and go out on a date with you for 30 years. At what point do you feel, you know what? She just ain't feeling me. When are you going to come to that conclusion? And that's how I feel with black people. I've been trying to tell these people about nationhood for 30 years. Maybe they're just not feeling it. So if you're not feeling it, guess what you're going to feel?
Somebody's boot up your ass.
Yeah, you're going to feel some pain. And maybe that's what Donald Trump was put here to put foot in your ass. Maybe he was put here to give you the pain that you love so much. Because when it comes time to getting solutions, y'all motherfuckers don't want to hear nothing. You don't want to support nothing. You won't support something that's actually active and going on, like the Liberia Leadership Academy, but you support some imaginary, what do they call it? What do they call it? The desert, when you see the mirage.
Oasis, a mirage, yeah.
You'll support that of Umar Johnson. It's almost as if you like getting played.
Haven't I said that before?
It's almost as if you like getting fucked over. Like that excites you. You like the chick that always go for the bad boy who fucks her over, but that she just can't get enough of it. And if she meet anybody else that's trying to treat her right, she can't stand that. That's boring. That's what you sound like. So maybe there's a reason why Trump is in office. Because you wouldn't listen to us. You didn't listen to us the first time. You ain't listen to us the second time. You ain't listen to us the third time. Maybe this is what you like. That's why I don't have no sympathy for the chicks complaining about some dude dogging them and blah 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 blah. No, this is the nigga you choose to be in a relationship with. Why should I feel sorry for you? Obviously, he's treating you the way that you need to be treated because you still with him. Is this a little too rough? Is this a little too caustic for your ears?
No. Well, if it is, who cares? Truth has to be
Well,
said.
I'm not
one way or
talking
the
about
other.
present company because y'all.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people that's listening. Because nobody seemed to be saying anything.
They're gonna wait till after we're gone, like they always do. If you notice, the clown show always starts when we leave. It's never when we're here. We have trouble getting these ADOS goons to come in here, or one of these black Democrats or whoever.
Think of how powerful it would be if, like, for the next 30 days or 28, whatever is in February, the next 28 days, black people in America put $30 a month into the black bank.
Yeah.
How powerful would that be? Also, I was checking out Super Bowl commercials. They used to be they used to cost like 1 billion, I think. Yeah, 1 billion. That price is going up.
Mm.
Now it's about 8.
Jesus.
Between 8 and 12 for a Super Bowl ad. So I guess it's going to be more expensive for One United Bank.
And that's just for the Super Bowl. What about a regular, just like for regular TV?
Well, with regular TV, it don't cost that much. But for Super Bowl, because you got so many eyes on the Super Bowl, that's the reason why getting an ad during Super Bowl, that's what everybody wants. They want all of those eyes on those ads.
Right.
And you can actually create an ad that's so good because it's like they give out awards if the ad during the Super Bowl, which ad has the best, which is the best ad for the Super Bowl. They give those awards out too. So you actually have something that you can gain other than just, eyes on your product or more people starting up accounts. And we need to shame black athletes. We need to shame black actors and entertainers and black celebrities and all of this shit. We need to shame them. Because why are you charging top dollar to do an ad for the black bank? And whoever's charging top dollar, we need to put them out there. Let people know.
I think what you just said.
Okay.
Yes. No, yes. No, please. No, finish. Because yes. Finish, please.
Like, let them know this motherfucker who's made all this money off of us and off of black dollars is now trying to charge us top dollar to be involved in promoting the black bank. We need to let people know that.
Let me piggyback off of that. We also need to let people know, I've been like, for the last few months, I've been trying to encourage black folks, pay attention to who they're listening to, first of all, and then ask the questions, why are the people they're listening to? Why are the people who black people listen to when they go for black politics, for black news, for black encouragement? Why are they not telling them to go to a black bank? Why are they not telling them to get a passport and go and look at the homeland? Why are they not telling them to do black business all February and beyond? Because I know they're not, because I hear and I know they're not. And I want to ask them why, and I want to shame them, but just one person saying, hey y'all, why y'all still listening to Roland Martin? Like every time I hear from this dude, he's just talking about the Democratic Party, Donald Trump, and he's talking about some other black talking head. None of them are saying come together and let's do something together. None of them. None. When I
Didn't
say
they
none
go
of
to
them, I
Ghana or
mean none of
something
them.
just recently?
Again,
That was like
none of them are
yeah.
none of them are telling people to come together, man. He ain't telling people to go to Ghana. He has some person on there from Zimbabwe or something. I can't remember. I want to say Zimbabwe, I want to say. And he was like asking them questions like, well, how do people get there to visit? They want to visit. What do you have there and everything? Nothing about let's organize and do something. He doesn't. He just doesn't. He just spits a bunch of information, talk about everything that's bad, and then come on, let's focus on this Democratic Party and how we could be in the politics here. Umar Johnson, where's the school? Where's the school? Why are we still listening to him? Why are we still joking about him, even jokingly? Lord Jamar, why do we care about him? Like, why do we care about these people for just entertainment purposes when they could be doing so much more? In terms of just literally just say, here, go listen to these people. If y'all want to hear some black power stuff, go listen to these people. It's like they so fucking scared to even mention it. And when they do, it's on some bitch shit. Y'all know it's gonna be hard. Y'all know that y'all gonna have to fight against everybody. Y'all
You
know that, man.
can't
Shut up.
win.
Seriously though, it's none of them. None of them with a big microphone who can really get up the hundreds of thousands of black folks to hear them is saying what needs to be said. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem. We don't even think we need leadership. And the ones who we put up top is the ones that make us, whoever makes us feel the best, that's who we want up there. Whoever is the safest, whoever is gonna, at the end of it, no one is gonna have to look over their shoulders and be like, man, we might have to start looking out because they might think that we are part of that group. We should be walking around here paranoid because people think that we're part of some group that's trying to take over America. Seriously. And we're not. We are not a threat. And that's a problem, black men. We should be a threat. Not just a psychological threat like, oh, I'm scared because they're black. That's not fear, y'all. They just look at us like we're pets. And they don't understand why pets think that they have rights. That's not fear.
I long for the day when we view white people like I do as irrelevant. They're just irrelevant to, like, there's nothing that's stopping us from doing what we have to do except our own fear. That's it. If you look at it in practical terms, we can get out of this situation in a short period of time. We can get out of the situation during Black History Month if we really wanted to. At least we could get the ball rolling.
Big bro, you know your boy did some math. We're close to, I think I used the number, I think I used 2 trillion as the number for our what you call it, our
Spending power.
our quote unquote spending power, and I divided that by 12, and it came down to, bruh, it was like $166 billion. That's how much it like rounds out to a month. Like $166 billion is what the black spending power is. And then I like took like a portion of that. Basically, we can have $1 billion to look around and say, okay, what do we want to do? If we was to like really support black banks, support back black businesses in mass, we could really, really, really do something incredible in just a month. And what that would do is show people, look, y'all, if we get our heads out our ass, look what we can do. And if that don't encourage people to continue to do it, then we don't deserve anything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, pick a project. Just pick a
And
project that we want to do.
it's so
If all we
important.
keep hearing about is Black Wall Street, all right, let's that be the first project.
Right, right. And there's one in Atlanta right now. And that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it
thing,
was
y'all.
beautiful.
We have everything that we already need. There just needs to be the we. And that's where we fall short. It's like, okay, well, what you gonna do, man? I say something like I see something horrible happen in Tennessee or something, and I'll say, "Hey, where's the RBG crew? Where's the Huey P. Newton gun clubs there? Where's the Black Power people there? Where's the black? There's no black group there in that city to do something." And you will 9 times out of 9, you will have somebody say, "Well, why don't you do it? Why don't you do it?" And it's like, yo, One person can't be the superhero, y'all. It takes organization. You can't say, well, why don't y'all just do it? So we're supposed to make the black banks go. Us three here on this call, we have enough resources and wealth to just make the black bank go. Matter of fact, once we do it, everybody's gonna do it. You know the kind of people who say, well, have you been to Africa? And then when you say yes, they don't want to go to Africa. Like that's gonna help them go to Africa, or that's gonna change their mind. Like, no, y'all need some courage about yourself. Y'all need some I care about the future of my people about y'allself. Y'all don't need to look at one person or one group of people. Maybe that'll give you some motivation, but you need to find that intrinsic motivation that's inside of you. Where is that at?
That's why I call myself the Prophet Holla. Remember when I was on Dynash live stream, and this dude's major problem was me is that you ain't been to the continent. Da, da, da. I said, so when I go to the continent, when I come back, you're gonna be a black nationalist, right?
We haven't seen how low with that nigga in years.
I ain't heard nothing from that Negro.
I be loving it. I just be sitting back. I love it when people try to come at me. One sister, man, I ain't been on my blackity black TikTok yet, but I did a post about something that we need to do as black men. This sister came up here. Her comment was, "How old are you?" First, she said, "How old are you?" And then she said, "What were you doing?" She said 15 or 20 years ago when I was in college getting the education and blah blah blah, and black women are
It's
doing
like
this.
that's irrelevant.
Listen though, bro, I couldn't wait because like people just hear me and see me. They don't know. I first of all called her a monkey mouth bitch. I said, you monkey mouth bitch. 20 years ago, I was being a good nigga, like I was raised to be. And then when I got my head on my ass, I went and got media education. I have a degree too. I have several degrees, a master degree. Now I'm training to be an master electrician so I can bring power to my people. I also train my people and bringing help to my people. You monkey mouth bitch. I've been doing this. Like I'm not just, I spazzed on her. Guess what she did? She commented, I'm not listening to it because it was great, y'all. It was great. Shut her ass down. But people, it's
But
like
you
people hold
notice
on to
that
these people love to hold on to these individual accomplishments as if it's something. It's like, bitch, this is not what we doing. It's great to have the education and all that stuff. What are we doing? Where is the connectivity? What was you saying, bro?
I
Speak
was
on it.
saying, I was saying, just the fact that you were speaking how you were speaking, and she didn't hear anything you said. The only thing that she got from that was she don't like you. That's the only thing she got. She ain't heard a goddamn thing you said, but she knew enough to know I don't like this. I don't
I
like
don't
who
like
you
this.
are.
Yeah, I don't like this. Who he think he is can tell us something. Who the
And
hell
I
he think
got a
he is?
college degree.
Right.
They have more of a problem with us than they do with the problem. Because
Damn. That's a bar.
when we come and we give a solution to the problem, it forces them into action and they hate that. They hate that. And that's why they react the way that they do, because you're busting their bubble. You're killing their groove. You cock blocking their oppression because they love it. They love it. It's like these fine girls that you see. They on the train and on the bus, and they on the phone. What are they doing? Complaining about their man. Oh, this nigga, he don't know that I know about that. They love it. It's a big soap opera to them. When they meet somebody who actually gives a shit about them and cares and is stable, that is boring. You think Mike Tyson has a problem with girls? He has the most attractive feature for a man. He's bipolar. You don't know what the fuck is going to happen when he walks through the door. And that keeps them on their toes. They love that. That's our people, man. They love oppression. They love talking about it. They love pining about it. And if anybody comes along and wants to stop that and say, you know what, rather than talking about this oppression, why don't we do this? Like, oh, who are you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up.
Misery merchants. That's why Tariq Nasheed makes so much money off these people, man. He's a misery merchant.
Yeah,
Black
that's
people
the
love.
reason why. And the other reason why is that everything that all these other groups have in comparison to us, they are tied to the hip of America. That's the reason why I get so weary hearing about American politics and shit. I don't care. And it used to be where I would get the popcorn out and just, for entertainment. It's not even entertaining no more. I'm just tired of it.
Ugh.
What's that guy, Phil?
Yeah.
Phil. Every fucking, like, you listen to this guy's content and it's like a white person called a black person a nigger today. Dun dun dun. That's your content? Oh, look at how racist these people are. That's your content? When are you going to do something about it? Why don't the people who listen to these people ask these people this question? When are you going to do something about the shit you keep complaining about? What's the solution? Because all I see, the only thing that I've seen FBA do is cancel people. Whatever the hell that means.
Cancel them with what? They don't run nothing.
Yeah, you ain't stopping them from getting no checks. Like Sammy Jackson said, like people say, oh, I don't like Sammy Jackson. He said, listen, I've got paid. The check is cleared. So you can not like me all you want to. The only solution that I've seen is canceling. And they can't even do that. Because you can't stop these people from making money. We don't like Fat Joe. We're going to give Fat Joe the bony finger of indignation. We're gonna write Fat Joe a strongly worded letter telling him how we don't appreciate how he's talking about FBA. We canceling you. And in the meantime, Fat Joe is going to the bank, put his money in Banco de Popular.
Yeah. and did he really? And then it's like, yo, it's like they don't control shit, and they think that just because he insulted specifically the people who identify as fucking FBA, because they keep saying they have about 50 million people. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they are, but yeah, it's like, bro, it's like because they're now making it an issue because Fat Joe says the N word. It's like, what the? It's like, do y'all know anything about this man? Like, oh God.
Keeping it real for nothing. Peace underrated. You see him on the screen?
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, he'll be in. You said dun dun dun. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
a black person was discriminated against. Dun dun dun. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. That's breaking news. You mean a cop stopped a black man in a car just because the cop thought the black man had too much expensive of a car? Wow.
Dun dun dun.
Breaking news. A white woman ran because she saw a black man. Dun dun dun. Thank God we got Phil to tell us about this, because we would have never known that this happens in America. And the crazy part about it is, I hate even talking about these people because they're so irrelevant to what we have to do as a people. Like the Umar Johnsons, the Tariq Nasheeds, the Phils from Advise or whatever the fuck you call it in there. All of these people are irrelevant. FBA is irrelevant. ADOS is irrelevant. But there is one thing that we can all unite around. We all live in this country. We all black as hell. And we have a black bank that we could be putting our money into. Why don't we do that? Why don't we start with something simple? I'm saying $30 a month. You niggas know you can do more than that. But I'm being, I'm being nice. I'm being nice. How much more than that $30 do you spend on absolute bullshit? I wish I had the cricket sound effect. Absolute bullshit you spend your money on. Like I said, if you want to know about a person and where their values are, just look at their bank statement. That way you see where all their money is going. That's who they about. But you can't put money into the Liberia Leadership Academy. You just can't do it. It's not my budget. The check-in and the savings, You want some Kevin Hart shit. See, my bank account, got the check-ins and the savings and da. Somehow you just can't come up with the money to support your own people and yourself. It actually benefits you to have your money in a black bank. And if you got some problems with the black bank, you have more say and more control over what happens with that black bank if you support it financially. I would love for One United Bank to have more ATMs around the country, but they need money in order to do that. They need support in order to do it. Their customer service is cool, but it could be better. But they need support to do that, to get better people. It's Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? It's Black History Month. Rather than making it about the first black man to get his wig pulled back in a white-on-white confrontation, Crispus Attucks. Instead of teaching our kids that, why don't we teach our kids how to, hey, kiddie, this is how you open up a bank account at a black bank. You know that piggy bank that you always take the loose change and put in? We're going to take it to the black bank and start you a savings account. Why don't we do something for Black History Month? Something? Is it just me? Is it just me?
No, something fucking different. That's the word. Something different. Something with strength.
Oh Lord. What about starting a black bank account? That's something. Maybe we can, you know what? Maybe we can help y'all. I don't know what the limit, the minimum amount it is to start an account, but I should talk to One United Bank and tell them to make the limit $30.
Bro, I'm pretty sure the limit is $5 funky, man.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. The limit might be you just making it like a direct deposit. Like when you have your check, it just goes straight to the bank. That might be what it is. It's so, because I know they have direct deposit. They also have a credit card now. And in case anybody missed the previous show that I did about this, props to Brother Thomas. One of the ways that they don't tell you that you can build up your credit score is by not using a debit card. Because when you use a debit card, you're giving the merchant direct access to your account. use a credit card for everything that you buy shit with, and then pay the credit card off from your account. That builds up your credit, because you doing transactions with a debit card doesn't do anything for your credit.
Yeah.
There's a practical thing that you can do right now, and that's on an individual level. So if you're with a bank, don't use the debit card unless you go into an ATM to withdraw money for yourself. But I would suggest getting a credit card from your bank, whatever bank you use. Hopefully it'll be One United Bank. Purchase everything with the credit card, everything. And all you do is either at the end of the week or the end of the month, pay it off from your bank account. There it is. Easy, practical. Let's do that for Black History Month. Larry's Anything Goes LLC says, agreed. I have had an account with One United since 2018. Supporting Black banks and Black business is the most pro-Black thing any of us can do. Let the church say, Amen, Ra. So as Emoji would say, let's do something different for Black History Month. Unfortunately, this channel isn't large, so this message is really going to be like the tree that fell in the woods and nobody was around. Did it really make a sound? The only way it'll make a sound is if people like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and comment on the video.
It's been shared. It's been shared in a big old group of Black people. If they're gonna listen, though, that's the key.
Yeah. But I think that's what you said is, I think, puts the button on this whole live stream. Let's do something different for Black History Month.
Enforce the people who is put in front of us as leaders to do something different. Because what happens is we've been desensitized to quote unquote the struggle. So when we hear it, we just, oh, that's that Black shit. Oh, that's that Black power stuff. And we don't even realize what's really going on, and that we could be reversing the situation that we're in. We're just desensitized to all of it, basically.
Yeah. Remember, there was questions that I would tell people to ask their leaders. One, what is the Black agenda?
Yeah.
I would always ask them to question these people. Ask them, what is the Black agenda? And then ask them, what is the end game for Black people in America? Now we have another question to ask them. Why don't the people you listen to say anything about supporting a Black bank? Why? Ask them. Ask the Black talking heads that y'all are so fascinated by, that you think are so fucking deep. Why don't they ever talk about supporting a Black bank here in America? If you've seen the video that Yamoja did, the TikTok video, he's showing you what the other ethnic groups are doing and how much their banks have in total assets. And when you look at what our banks have, if you was to put all 22 of our banks together, it wouldn't equal to what one of those ethnic groups' bank total assets is. That's embarrassing. And if you're a leader, supposedly a Black talking head that's all about Black people, how come you ain't telling your people to put their money in a Black bank? I'm just saying, just add that to the list of things, the other two things that we asked you to ask the leaders. I don't know if y'all guys do it.
You just inspire me to.
Hello?
You broke up, Emoji.
Am I
Oh,
still
yeah.
there? Did I
Yeah, we
come
still
back
hear you
yet?
went out.
Okay, you came
Uh,
back. What did you say?
I wrote something down and put it on the picture. It's gonna say, "What's the end game for Black people?
Mm-hmm.
What's the Black agenda?"
Right.
And the last one, why aren't Black talking heads addressing these questions?
No, why aren't the black talking heads encouraging black people to put their money in a black bank? That's the third question. And if you do a TikTok, I'm sharing that shit. Just letting you know.
Man, I've been off TikTok, man.
YouTube short?
That I can do.
Yeah, whatever you do, I'm sharing it. Just send me the link. But yeah, man, I guess that's it. We done did an hour.
We've been over.
Yeah. Congratulations on the new gig, Deontay.
Oh, thanks.
Even though we're gonna lose you in the lounge, at least you are making that paper so we can go to Liberia.
That's what it's about. And I'm just gonna see what the rest of this whole schedule is. Hopefully I won't lose my Sundays, but we'll see.
All right, but even if you do, you're doing you're doing the right thing, and you're doing
Yeah,
it
and I'm
for
gonna
a
always do
reason.
these live streams, man. I'm always do these live streams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna always find a way to do that, so y'all don't got to worry.
All right, y'all. Love you, brothers.
All right.
Love everybody in the chat. We are out.
And peace out, y'all.
Peace.